Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel for my 22-week bump date. Alright, so let's dive right in. So this week I have noticed the most change in my body of almost any week so far. My lung capacity is a lot smaller. I'm having more shortness of breath because he's growing up and bigger, and I have a little bit more lower back pain. And honestly, he's just popped so much. I think I've gained, I think it was 5 pounds in 2 weeks. 5.5 pounds in 2 weeks, which is insane. I mean, I just eat what I eat and my weight just follows, and whatever he needs to have, he gets. So I just listen to my body and intuitively eat healthily, but the amounts I need. So I was surprised to step on the scale and see that big jump all of a sudden, basically just like over a week. But that's what little Connor needs, so that's what he'll get. But he's doing great. I've also noticed I don't have much extra hunger, but I have noticed that his movements are bigger, which also correlates strongly to why my bump feels and looks so much bigger. And like the last week, like I can't hide it, but it definitely still looks like in public that I've just eaten too much and it's not pregnancy yet. But to me, it's huge. My bump is just significantly larger, and he's higher up kicking too, so it's above my belly button now. When I lay down, I can feel his movements now. So before it was just me on the inside, then barely just Cody on the outside, and I couldn't feel it like that. But now I feel it, and it's just the rolling and flipping of his body. And I actually felt it last night around 3 a.m. when I woke up to go to the bathroom, which I have to do more frequently now because he's on my bladder. I woke up at 3 a.m. and I went back to bed and I laid there and I could just feel the ocean waves of him moving, and I almost woke Cody up to feel, because I mean, when you get a chance to feel that, and it's just so far and few between to catch that, but I was like, you know, he's not even going to understand or enjoy or remember this, I'll just wait. He'll have plenty of opportunities to feel his son later. But it's just so surreal, and it's hard to believe he's in there. I've been having a lot of vivid dreams lately of him and just being pregnant and him being here. And, you know, of course, he's blonde hair, blue eyes, my dream, and that's what he'll look like in person. But it's just exciting to visualize and see, like, in about 16 weeks, he could be here. Or less or more. But I'm guessing around 16 weeks. That's not long. That's basically like 3 months, right? So that's crazy to think about. In my apps and books, it is saying that his memory is starting to develop from sound, so that's the big spur of why he's able to remember now in the womb. And scientists aren't fully sure why and how this is, but he's able to start formulating memories of sounds he hears in the womb from like Cody talking, me talking, loud noises, and remembering them. So that's why it's so important that he's learning right now in the womb, that we are, you know, staying on top of reading to him, talking to him, you know, just giving him stimulation, having classical music playing in the background. You don't want it too close to your stomach because they can actually hear a lot more than what we think. You know, especially as my uterus wall thins, the more I progress and the bigger I get. But I'm just curious how much bigger I'm going to get from here. I'm basically halfway done, a little over halfway done, so we'll see. Let me show you my bump picture from this past week. He's still the size of an eggplant, still the size of the Maltese puppy, so his size hasn't really changed. It's more of his weight right now. Well, it says, I feel like he's had a dramatic jump in size, but that's just me personally. Do you see? Bump is starting to poke out there right above my hand. Read you a little clip about him. So Connor is 22 weeks, still the size of an eggplant. He should definitely be over a pound by now. He is measuring 11 to 12 inches long, and at this stage in pregnancy, they're now measuring from his crown of his head to his heel of his foot, where before, in this entire pregnancy, they measure from crown to rump, which is the bottom of his butt, in length, and now they're officially measuring his entire body length. So he's 11 to 12 inches. I thought I caught his video, his movements for the first time on video, and I might have, but it's just like a little like bump like that in my stomach. It's not more like a kick. So I'm excited in the future to actually get video of him moving, and I'll get it on here so you guys can see. That will come probably around 24 weeks or later from what I've heard. Also this week, Connor was able to respond to me touching my bump and saying hello and kicking back, which I feel like I've been feeling for quite a bit. If I do light like fingernails like over my stomach, he I think it tickles him. Cody's really ticklish, and he like jumps. Either I'm scaring him or tickling him, but it's every single time. So that's how I can get him to move. No stretch marks yet. No new cravings besides, I don't know if you consider it cravings, but I don't crave like sweet potatoes anymore and all that stuff, and bananas, or sweet potatoes and the black pepper anymore. But I am really enjoying my overnight oats with bananas chopped up in it. And I eat that literally every morning, so I guess that's a craving, but it's just really delicious. And I of course like yogurt. I always like yogurt. Bathroom breaks that I've been having to take in the middle of the night. I take at least 1 or 2 at this point. So I'll go to the bathroom before bed, and then it takes me about an hour to wind down, go to sleep, and then I realize I have to go again, and then I'll go. And then sometimes I'll wake up around 6 or 7 a.m., have to use, or 6 a.m. I have to use the restroom and then come back to bed and go back to sleep. But that's a little bit more rare. Once I'm asleep, I'm usually asleep unless I'm woken up, then realize I have to go to the bathroom. On my little app, this is the first week Connor has moved from a kind of wimpy looking fetus to a baby. Like, check this out. So this was 21 weeks, right? Try to get the glare off. He's just moving around there. 22 weeks. Yeah, plumped up baby there, right? So cool. So finally he is a plumped up little baby. And this is about what he'll look like at delivery. Minus like just bigger, longer limbs, more fat on him. But he pretty much is formed now, which is insane. So his rapid eye movements have begun to occur when he sleeps. His skin has now changed from translucent to more opaque in appearance, which would be good. If he's born, you know, worst case scenario, born now, he wouldn't be translucent. We're at the point where if he were to be born, he could survive. You know, 24 weeks is viability, but he could be okay. And I think our system here in Chattanooga, they don't do anything to help the babies survive before 24 weeks because I think they just consider it a lost cause, or it'll have so many deficits so they don't think it's worth it, and they don't have the equipment. So I think once I reach 24 weeks I can breathe a little bit better knowing that going downtown he can survive. So no leg cramps for me, thank goodness. Months pregnant officially, and that's really hard to believe that I have like 4 months or less left of pregnancy, which technically pregnancy is 10 months, which everyone says 9. But this is what my body looks like from the side view of like kind of a model here. Look how much room he takes up. I'd believe it. And that's pretty much it. All the Connor updates. I feel like we've had it's been so much to report on this week of his growth and updates, and I'm excited to have another growth spurt week one day down the road. But for now, that's it, and I'm excited in 2 weeks to have another, I guess it's less than 2 weeks, to have another appointment, Doppler scan, to see how he's growing, how he's doing. I wish it was an ultrasound, which I could have done, but I opted with just a Doppler. There's no need to keep getting ultrasounds for fun. We already know what we need to know. It's fun to see him, but honestly at this point in pregnancy, the way he moves, it's hard to see him on ultrasound anyway. So I just will look forward to our private 3D, 4D ultrasound with family here in about a month and a half. So I can't believe it. I can't wait. I hope I still continue to look good and feel good and not be uncomfortable looking and waddling around, you know, until too much further, you know, down the road. But we shall see. But I'm excited to know what I'll feel and look like, and the things I still can do, hopefully, and during pregnancy, and, you know, just feeling and looking myself as long as possible. That's the goal. But anyway, bye! See you guys later! Alright everybody, my 22-week bump has really popped. Wearing a tight shirt today to get a better feel for where we're at. Front view. Side view. This is the book that I love so much. It's Pregnancy Day by Day and has interesting facts every single day of the pregnancy. And that's where I get a lot of my information from. And if I could just show you where little Connor is at right now. That's like the replica of him in my body. With all my organs everywhere, and look how big he is. I mean, I've noticed a significant change this last week in my body from his growth. There's my sweet angel outside. She makes me so nervous when she stays outside in the day and chews on sticks. I just never know if she's gonna be okay, or choke on a stick, or whatever. Hi, Lucy. So precious. I worry about her. Wish she didn't eat sticks like that. It can't feel good in her digestive tract. It's a great day outside. She loves being in the sun. Just sunbathing away, watching her peeps and squirrels. Back to the stick.